ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Dictator Potato, and this is Democracy 4. Playing, of course, as the United States. Playing, of course, to try and turn the country into a police state. And I think it's probably worth saying at this moment in time, I think we've accomplished that objective. In the last episode, we managed to get the secret state and the all-seeing state. There are a couple of other achievements that I think that we can still go for. For example, the strong arm of the law. I believe that we've got everything in place that we need to do that. However, we do still have a couple of, like, mini objectives, some subplots for the series that we need to wrap up, if you'd like. Democracy is... That's not democracy. That's not democracy. Democracy is... Potato. Find it quickly before you embarrass yourself on the internet. Democracy... for God's sake. Democracy is... Where's the term limit? Where's the flippin' term limit thing? Am I going absolutely bonkers? Is it because I've abolished term limit? There, it's right there. Oh, my God. Okay. Democracy is still fairly high, unfortunately. So we want to see if we can try and scale this down as quickly as we possibly can. We're going after that other achievement. And we're also, hopefully, going to see if we can make ourselves a good amount of money. We've got a monstrous surplus this turn. We've introduced the flat income tax. So we're going to be making 1.2 trillion a turn for the next couple of turns. So in addition to doing that, we're actually going to achieve what I want to achieve, which is hopefully, we are going to hopefully try and get ourselves at least a little bit assassinated, or at least we're going to try and go down that sort of road. I don't know if it's going to work out, but you never know. It might. Emergency powers, hyperinflation. Honestly, I think we want to keep them. If it's going to be anyone that destroys me, I hope it's the capitalists. You know, we've built them up, and now we're hopefully going to turn them into an awful enemy that maybe will destroy us. I don't know. I'm excited to see what the heck is going to happen. Right, credit rating upgraded. Brilliant. Is that us back to the maximum credit rating by any chance? Yeah, that's us back to a AAA credit rating, even with hyperinflation. Oh man, you love to see it. There was a couple of suggestions, by the way, in the comments that you can't get a AAA credit rating with hyperinflation. I am disproving that. I'm disproving that right before your very eyes. Do I think that it should be possible to get a AAA credit rating with inflation through the roof? No, I do not. No, I do not. Thank you as ever, by the way. To all of the fantastic comments. I think I've decided on what the next series is gonna be. I really like the suggestion in the comments about the Amish takeover. So a religious sort of farming state. I really like the idea of that. So the next series is gonna be the Amish takeover. So we'll see how the heck that works out next time, eh? Okay, so debt is going down in a major way. Debt to GDP ratio is 31.35%. Now I know what you're gonna say. Tax evasion is gonna be developing. I mean, am I remotely bothered about tax evasion developing? I mean, I am, but I'm also, like, just not bothered about it. You know, whatever tax evasion is evaded, whatever tax is evaded, we're still going to be making a decent amount of money, and it's going to be enough to pay back our loans quickly enough. There is something that I'm looking for. That I have no idea where it is. It's prisoner tagging, and I know that I've implemented it, but I believe that we need that in order to get the strong arm of the law achievement. I also just want to make sure really quickly that absolutely everything is... I mean, that doesn't matter. Gender Discrimination Act. I do want to cancel this policy again because we're going to want to try and get rid of democracy. Yeah, that's definitely something that we want to do. Definitely want to get rid of democracy as quickly as we possibly can. Which thingy is democracy down here? What does it look like? It looks like, okay, it looks like a ballot box, which is not here anyway. Where the heck is the democracy? The democracy thing, because it's not in this area. Huh, okay, weird. Anyway, democracy, hopefully we're going to try and decrease that. Judicial independence, you know what, let's crank that way down as much as we possibly can anyway. Yeah, if we have to navigate through other policies in order to get to democracy, then that's fine. Right, now press freedom. I've talked about this a lot. And I really want to crank this all the way down because I want everyone to love me all the time. That's absolutely what I want to do. But also, more than that, I want to... well, I don't think it should be that the higher the press freedom you have, the more secure you are, because weirdly, that is one of the requirements for security effectiveness. Don't understand why. No, not at all. Not understanding at all. Okay, share IPO success. Wonderful. Well, I actually want to upset the capitalists at this moment in time, so I really need to try harder, don't I? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I absolutely do. Yeah, okay, so I really need to try harder to upset the capitalists. I really do. I mean, what are we down to in debt-wise? Wow. Oh my goodness. It just keeps on getting better and better and better. Where is our debt interest at the moment? 42 billion a quarter. That's still quite a lot. That's still, I mean, it's still a substantial enough amount. Where's our democracy? Yeah, we have to navigate through this policy in order to get to democracy. Okay, democracy's starting to come down. It's going to take a little while. I don't know if there's anything else that we can perhaps implement at this moment in time. There is the border wall, but I mean, I don't really think it's even remotely important. I don't think so, anyway. We could get a Mars program. We get a Mars program, I guess, right? We get a Mars program. That'd be kind of cool, kind of whack. Sure, give me a Mars program. Give me a Mars base. Let's get a Mars base up and running. I mean, we got plenty of cash to splash, so let's freaking do it. Let's freaking do it. I mean, nothing else really, to be honest. Satellite road pricing. Well, I don't actually want to make the capitalists happy. I want to make them unhappy. Okay, tax evasion is now a thing. How much are we making as a budget surplus? Yeah, it's still over $1 trillion a quarter. So, I mean, look, I'm not gonna cry too much about the fact that we've got tax evasion. Tax evasion can max out, but even if it does max out, I mean, it doesn't really make any difference, frankly. So, I mean, I don't care about it. I don't care about it even slightly. I mean, if we max tax evasion out, there's only so much tax that can go missing, and it's almost the max already anyway. So, even with max tax missing, we've got 1.7 trillion in surplus. Okay, I mean, it might actually be quite difficult. It might actually be quite difficult to make capitalists irritated at me. The reason that I suggest that is because GDP is so darned high. I wonder if there might be another group that is perhaps easier to irritate. I can't upset the conservatives because most of the law and order policies that I need to keep my security effectiveness high are directed towards conservatives. I guess maybe the capitalists are kind of what I need to go for. Hyperinflation, quantitative easing. I can scale quantitative easing right back down. You know, that's definitely something that I can do. In fact, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all, because if I do that, then that's gonna lower my inflation. I tell you what I need to do. Okay, helicopter money needs to be expanded as much as possible. Right? Because that doesn't make capitalists happy. Quantitative easing, let's cancel that. So that's going to perhaps reduce our GDP, which is actually a good thing, maybe, in terms of appeasing capitalists. Also, now that we've got, you know, a bazillion Brazilian dollars. Allow the database. Yeah, there we go. Now that we've got so much money, we probably will not need to worry too much about our GDP being as high as it actually is. Payroll tax, you know what? Maybe we should expand that. We're going to try and tax the capitalists out of their brains. That's what we're going to try and do. Cap CEO pay multiplier. Let's freaking go. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, so basically we want to try and peeve the capitalists off as much as we possibly can in order to perhaps generate a little bit of an assassination attempt. You can see that our income has come down, but that's okay because our debt is just completely disappearing. I mean, what, 7 more turns and we'll be grand? Not to mention the fact that we ended up also getting ourselves... It's just not worth it. We ended up also getting ourselves a Mars base, which is quite nice. Right, yeah, capitalist opinion is really, really plummeting. That's good. Business startup campaign, no. Compulsory work for the unemployed. I mean, I think we just scale that right back down, if at all possible, right? Yeah, scale that right the way down. I'm a little bit worried that we might end up creating, accidentally, you know, a bunch of socialists. But that's okay. Another way to really, really, really irritate capitalists is by doing stuff like, you know, child benefit, childcare provision. Childcare provision. Let's go childcare provision. Sure. 83 billion. That's actually quite a lot of money. Kind of took it out of me a little bit. Okay. Work safety law. No, that doesn't actually irritate capitalists. Automation tax. I think, yeah, you know what? Let's tax the automation. It's gonna destroy our technological advantage, but that's actually okay because that's also irritating capitalists at this moment in time. Flash crash, that's actually good. A little bit of a decrease to GDP. To be honest, I would expect GDP to bounce back in a major way, so I'm not worried about that at all. Brain drain. Now, this is actually something else that, you know, you're not going to find me describing brain drain as a good thing under usual circumstances, but, you know, under these circumstances, it's definitely a good thing. Okay, capitalist opinion, I have really, 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 really decreased, which is great. That is really, really good. Okay, so no threat assessment yet, I don't think. No threat assessment yet. No threat assessment yet. Okay, 99% of the population, ethnic minorities. Okay, that's fine. And also conservatives. And also capitalists. Right, and also patriots. Well, what a strange place this is, eh? What a strange place this is. No, don't really feel the need to concern myself with that. Human development and the private space industry are both boosting everyone's opinion of me at this moment in time. It's difficult to be unpopular. I've got to be honest. It's difficult to be unpopular. Ooh, you know what I need to do? I need to introduce a tobacco tax. That's exactly what I need to introduce. I also need to introduce a whole bunch of taxes which end up upsetting capitalists. That is not one of them. It's just not even worth it. Not even worth it. Doesn't even register on the tax Richter scale. Right, luxury goods. Luxury goods will make a bit of a difference. Wealthy people will end up getting upset. So that's fine. Junk food tax. Everyone's income decreases. Multinational tax evasion. We can decrease multinational tax evasion. Importantly, capitalist opinion is going to continue to decrease. Also, I'm bringing in like billions of dollars in extra tax, which is quite nice. GDP fully recovers. Excellent. Brain drain has increased, which is a bit of a problem because capitalist membership is now going to start to slide. Capitalist membership is going to start to decline. I would wager that it's probably already started declining. It's not quite started declining yet, but it almost certainly will. Come on. Keep going down. Keep going down. We want to upset absolutely everyone. The land of ridiculously high taxes is going to become a thing. Hybrid cars initiative, internet currency taxation. Yeah, let's tax that as well. I mean, look, tax evasion has maxed out, so there is only so much tax that can be evaded, and we've pretty much maxed it out. There is only so much brains that can be drained, and we've pretty much maxed that out. Punitive tax on superstores, let's do that as well. Right up to the max. Right up to the max too, trying to upset capitalists again. Rent controls? Oh, capitalists are going to go crazy at rent controls. Okay, let's introduce rent controls. Let's do that. So this is like a 3-point turn. Criminalize child labor? I'll criminalize child labor. Ugh, that's irritating. Everyone likes that. Everyone likes that apart from GDP, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, so everyone in this country is hopefully going to become a socialist in a bit. I don't know if that's a thing that we need to really worry about, but it's a thing that's probably going to happen. Capitalist opinion has reached literally zero, which is brilliant. However, everyone is fanatically supportive, and I'm not exactly over the moon about that. Not exactly over the moon about that at all. Right, original income, disposable income. So we are taxing capitalists a heck of a lot. Middle income, commuter, state employees. Why do people like me so much? Socialists flippin' love me. Is it because everyone's a conservative? Is it everyone is a conservative and therefore like everyone likes me? How do I decrease this? How do I decrease this? I have absolutely no idea how we can actually get ourselves to a position where... Yeah, I have absolutely no idea how we get ourselves to a position where people actually dislike me. Do I boost income tax? To just upset everyone? I mean, I can certainly try. We can give it a shot. I'm really trying here. I'm really, really, really trying to upset everyone here. Leave current regulations alone. Declare gig economy as disguised jobs. Okay, capitalists really, really dislike me. But again, I'm not really convinced that that's going to make any difference. Women's March, liberalism, cool. GDP has really, really decreased. But that's because of the corporate exodus. Again, capitalist opinion is low. But still, the intelligence briefing is telling me we have a high level of security effectiveness, which is really, really good. We're still running a 1.2 trillion surplus. That's probably going to decrease somewhat next turn, I would imagine. But that's okay. We're extorting the population for just about everything that they've got. Let's bump up income tax. Let's bump up income tax and let's see what the heck happens, eh? Bump up income tax. That's cool. Capitalist opinion has now reached 0. I guess we need to choose like another group to upset now. Let's just upset the next group that we possibly can. All right, what do we got? Foreign Aid, Race Discrimination Act. We can cancel this policy next turn. We can and we will cancel this policy next turn. We are literally trying to do absolutely everything that we possibly can to upset people. Okay, even with that massive fall in GDP, we still are running an absolutely monstrous surplus. This is hilarious. This is hilarious and brilliant all at the same time. We are 2 turns away. We are 2 turns away from being completely debt-free. We officially will have paid off 24 trillion in government debt. And that is bonkers. That is absolutely bonkers to consider. Corruption is at an all-time low. Crime has never picked up. Violent crime still not a thing. That's right. This is a strict state. How many turns away from the election are we? 19 turns away from the election. Okay, so there's never gonna be another election. If there's gonna be one more election in the game, there's gonna be one more election in the game, but I frankly doubt that that'll actually be the case. Okay, what did I say that I was gonna cancel? I was gonna cancel this policy. Brilliant. What else? Foreign aid. I mean, we can also cancel that policy too. Yeah, okay, we can cancel this policy as well. Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to tank, like, a bunch of additional stuff. Hunger strike, prevent visits. There we go. Again, we're on a mission to try and stop everyone. Ban foreign firm from IT infrastructure investment. Let's ban that, again, to try and irritate the capitalists. GDP has actually increased, which is remarkable, frankly. Absolutely remarkable. What's the threat assessment saying? The threat assessment is saying... The threat assessment is saying that things are technically good, which is kind of ridiculous. I mean, who else have I got to upset? Who else have I got to upset? Patriots now? It's going to be difficult to upset Patriots, to be honest. It's going to be very, very, very difficult to upset Patriots. Patriots are already pretty upset by that. I mean, what else? What else we got? Military spending? Can we just cancel the military? Is that a thing that we can actually do? I mean, that will make a massive difference. Also make a massive difference to the bottom line. I don't actually accidentally want to end up appeasing liberals, though. I'm kind of on a mission to upset pretty much everyone. And that's just not... It's just not as easy as it once used to be. Apparently. What else can we do? Border controls? But if I do that, then that's going to appease ethnic minorities. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. I don't want to appease anyone. I want to upset everyone. Why can it not be easier? We need to introduce the tobacco tax. I do have the tobacco tax, but it just doesn't... It's just not... It's just not anything at this moment in time. Okay, so apparently it doesn't impact anyone's opinion at all? Is this broken? I feel like this might be broken. So tobacco tax has just stopped being relevant to everyone's opinion, because it used to affect everyone, and now it absolutely doesn't. Okay, this is weird. Quantum computing, that's nice, I guess. Unemployment has notched up for the first time in what feels like forever. I mean, I'm okay with that. If I have to tank my GDP in order to make this work, then, you know, I'll do that. Oh my goodness, look at that. We've actually got reserves. We've actually got reserves. How crazy is that? We're now not paying a smidgen. We're not paying a smidgen of debt interest. Wow. You love to see it. You really do love to see it. I mean, this is the challenge, you know? This is a real challenge. What else can we do? What else can we do? Citizenship tests and border controls. You know, yeah, okay. Change out border controls. Change out citizenship tests. And that's at least going to make somewhat of an impact. International fusion research, that's not going to make a difference. I just want to upset patriots if I can. I don't even know how to. That's the thing, right? I don't even know how to. What upsets patriots? Prisoner voting? No, prisoner voting doesn't even make a difference. Yeah, there's not much that upsets patriots, to be honest. There is not much that upsets patriots. Maybe I just need to cancel my Mars program. Honestly, canceling my Mars and my space program might be a not terrible idea. The reason that I say that is that it's currently feeding into the technological advantage at this moment in time, and that is not exactly a good thing. So let's cancel the space program. Let's also cancel the Mars program that we introduced a little bit earlier on. Unemployment has gone down. That's okay. It's going to go back up. Where's the goodness in my GDP coming from? Foreign investment? Do I need to tank foreign investment in order to lower GDP? If I need to lower GDP, then I need to lower GDP. Oh, it's good. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Okay, so the Rural Alliance, the Diversity Alliance, Defenders of the Flag, and the Evangelical Alliance. Patriot opinion is starting to decrease, I think. No, doesn't look like it. That's okay. Foreign investment restrictions. Let's go. Foreign investment, let's absolutely tank. Irritatingly, it's going to appease patriots, who I'm not trying to appease, but that's okay. We're going to end up tanking GDP, which is going to make everything go absolutely awful. So I believe that as poverty increases, crime will increase, which is good, and as unemployment increases, poverty will also increase, which is kind of what we want. Weirdly, backwardsly, I know it's weird, it's funky, but we're going to try and do it. Single adoptions, I don't know, I don't really care, to be honest. Fine. All right, next turn. Let's see what the heck happens. Really? Foreign investment? Takes 4 turns. Okay, fine. We can wait that out. We still have hyperinflation, which is still good. Productivity is sky high, even with a brain drain in place. This is crazy. This is so crazy. This is so crazy. And we're still running a surplus of 1.3 billion with brain drain, with a corporate exodus, and with tax evasion, and with hyperinflation. Don't forget about hyperinflation as well. Don't forget about hyperinflation. Price of food is still pretty low. It's probably going to start to pick up at some point soon, which is fine. Threat assessment, it's decreased. It's gosh darn decreased. It's not good. It's not good. We need to tank GDP. Only when we have 0 GDP will we have true chaos. And that's kind of what I'm going for at this moment in time. Okay, enterprise investment scheme. Cancel it. Anything that helps GDP as like a single policy, we can cancel. Helicopter money, we have to keep in place. High productivity. Wow, we still have high productivity. That's bonkers. International trade, import tariffs. I'm gonna implement like absolutely monstrous import tariffs because again, I'm really trying to decrease all of the positive factors that go into increasing GDP. Try and irritate the patriots a little bit more. That's completely okay with me. And then let's continue. Foreign neighbor nuclear missile test. That's fine. Again, I did not think that the hardest aspect of this game would be trying to actually generate some threats. It sounds absolutely crazy, but I mean, we really are flipping trying here to generate some threats, and it's just not happening. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. It's just not happening at all. Okay, can I just introduce some more taxes? Introduce more taxes, max out the taxes. Every single tax policy, let's implement, okay? Carbon tax, let's go. GDP is going to get absolutely decimated. Everyone is going to hate me. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's the sort of stuff that I want to see. Plastic bag tax, can't forget a plastic bag tax. All right. A surplus of only $1.3 trillion, which is excellent. Food crisis is just about to start, which is good. It sounds weird to say, but like I want all of the bad stuff to start happening. Allow foreign fighters to return, sure. Conservatives are going to be unhappy about that, but that's okay. Big decrease in GDP, which is fine. I don't really want to change the existing policies that I've got altogether too much, but if I have to change them, then I have to change them, you know? I have to cancel out the policies. Yeah. Okay, everyone is starting to dislike me, which is good. That's a step in the right direction for sure. Curfews are in place. Human development. I don't really want to tank human development, but, you know, if I have to, I guess, right? The threat assessment is still irritatingly just not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Yeah, mansion tax. Let's introduce a mansion tax. Retired people are going to hate it, but that's okay. It's going to bring in yet more tax. So I need a frequent flyer tax. I need punitive wealth, and that'll be it, really, I think. Right. Socialist membership, I imagine, is probably increasing. No, actually, it's not. We've got a huge amount of private policies in place, like private pensions, for example. Yeah, so that all of those policies being in place makes a big old difference, apparently, which is excellent. Okay. What? How on earth did the rare earth crisis actually end? I have absolutely no idea how this happened. The food crisis starting is definitely a good thing. GDP decreasing is another good thing, which is lovely. Very, very nice. We need to tank productivity, by the way. We need to tank productivity as much as we possibly can. We got a brand new donor, even though, I mean, I'm actively trying to hurt the country. This is dreadful. Fake news, I mean, does this make any difference, really, to anything? I don't really think it does. That's fine. My popularity? Ooh, my popularity started to waver. Maybe that means that, ooh, look at this. True patriots, multicultural warriors, defenders of the flag. Okay. Everyone is decreasing in opinion of me. That's really, really good. Let me have a quick little look at the patriots. If we have a little look. Happiness distribution. Yeah, this is good. So you're starting to see some people that are actually... You've got an income of $5. Wow. That's pretty bad. Income of $5. Allison, you've got an income of $5 too. And then everyone else has got an income of $27,000. Okay, that is not exactly ideal. But that's okay. I think so. I guess the primary engine for decreasing happiness is trying to decrease everyone's happiness. Yeah. I don't know what else I can do to decrease everyone's happiness, but I'm certainly trying. I'm certainly flipping trying. Carbon capture and storage, not a chance. Not a chance. Labor Day, bank holiday. Decreases GDP. Doesn't actually decrease productivity. Yeah, and I'm after a decrease to productivity. This, I think, yeah, the work safety law actually does decrease productivity. Punitive wealth tax. You see, I mean, we can introduce this for free. We can introduce this for free, but it's not actually going to make any difference. GDP. Ooh, I tell you what I need to do. Well, that's a frequent flyer tax, which is nice. I'm going to see if I can close all the airports. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do it on this turn. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait until the next turn. But next turn, we're going to close all the airports to try and reduce GDP. It's actually going to end up helping the environment, which, I mean, has already been maxed out now. So I guess environmentalists freaking love me. They do. That's nice. Toxic waste dump. I'm going to allow the dump. There we go. I've never allowed the dump before under any circumstances, but apparently there is a time to allow the dump. We're at risk of developing extreme nationalism. Again, any negative modifier is something that I'm interested in. I just wish I could do something with all of this money. Okay, GDP is continuing to drop, which is great. Am I gonna have like 0 GDP and we're actually gonna be fine? Is that what's kind of weird? Look at this. True patriots, multicultural warriors. This is great. Everyone is upset with me and I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Happiness distribution. Okay, people are starting to become fanatically opposed. People are starting to become fanatically opposed, which is great. Popularity is still fine though, which is great. We got 11 turns the next election. I think I'm gonna squeak through, to be honest. I think I'm gonna squeak through. I can always just change freedom of the press if I actually want to change that around. What did I say I was going to implement? Ah, yes. Close airports completely. That's right. Let's tank everything. Tourism, foreign relations, international trade, air travel, all of it down the gutter. Down the gutter, down the drain. Absolutely. Okay. Let me have a look. Close all airports completely. What am I looking for? International trade. International trade is now non-existent. Foreign relations, also non-existent. That's good. Tourism will be non-existent very, very soon indeed. Also, wait, hold up. There's an airstrike? What's an airstrike? Oh, what's an airstrike? I thought it was people striking at the airport. Like air workers striking, but no. It was an airstrike that apparently I authorized. Okay, again, worryingly, an egalitarian society has emerged. I really don't understand why the heck this keeps on occurring. An egalitarian society with extreme nationalism. This is so weird. This is so unbelievably weird. But that's okay, I guess, right? Okay, GDP is continuing to decrease. The major donor has abandoned the party. That's fine. Unemployment is up, which is good because that feeds into crime. Feeds into extreme nationalism. Nice, 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 nice. We've still got a surplus of over $1 trillion a turn, which is excellent. Look at this. We have got a highly accurate threat assessment of the situation, and can I just say, it's looking good. Still no way to try and irritate patriots, unfortunately. Cancel the Mars program. Yeah, cancel the Mars program. That's a good way to irritate them. Private space industry is about to end, which is good because we want to continue to irritate everyone, to be honest. Egalitarian society. I need to crack down on this. I need to crack down on this egalitarian society, like, right now. Gosh darn it, it's all of my taxes. It's all of the taxes that I've introduced. It's all of the taxes that I've introduced. Can I ban something? I've no idea. How the heck do we end an egalitarian society? I've never wanted to end an egalitarian society before. I want to decrease equality. That is the stated aim. That is my actual mission here. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea how the heck we're supposed to do this. I mean, surely, as the boss, I should just be able to say, I want to do what I want to do. We're just gonna end it. State schools. You know what? I'm gonna cancel state schools. Let's cancel state schools next turn. Public land law, support the law. Oh, whoops! Accidentally ended up, absolutely ended up furthering the egalitarian society nonsense that we've got going on. Okay, GDP has almost bottomed out, but that's fine. Unemployment starting to increase fairly rapidly. Oh no! Oh no! Fake news might become a problem. It's never going to become a problem because we got internet censorship. We're still running a massive budget surplus. That's probably not going to remain the case forever, but that's okay. I mean, that's fine. We can survive. Also, one of our One of our ministers is actively irritated, which is fine, to be honest. That's totally fine. Totally fine. So, I mean, what other policies can I really... I can cancel citizenship tests. Cancel citizenship tests. Yeah, that'll irritate. That'll irritate them. What did I say I was going to do? I said I was going to cancel state schools, didn't I? Yeah, I mean, I just want to cancel it entirely, but I guess we can just settle for reducing it to wooden school huts. That sounds completely fine. Ban livestock imports, reject livestock ban. Fine. Irritate the farmers a little bit. Doesn't hurt, does it? Tobacco tax. Tobacco tax, no, it still doesn't actually matter. Still doesn't actually matter. The private space industry should be decreasing, continuing to decrease anyway. The gig economy is ended. Excellent. Our national football team has been banned from all competition for making racist remarks about their opponents. Wow. Okay, so I guess that's because we have a high level of racial tension, I would imagine. I think. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, that's not exactly ideal. No, not at all. On the contrary, not at all. Right, how's our GDP looking? Our GDP is almost bottomed out, but that's okay because we're still making an obscene amount of money from our populace, even with tax evasion and brain drain on. Is this not crazy? Is this not absolutely crazy? Is this not absolutely crazy? Right, popularity is starting to wane a little bit, but that's fine. What is everyone's opinion of me? Everyone's opinion of me is still high, actually. Still high. Science funding. Let's end science funding. If we can. There we go. Fund test tubes. That's excellent. Okay, so that should end the private space industry. Technological advantage, I'm hoping. How is that funded by tax shelters? I don't know about that. Quantum computing is also fed into that. Productivity is stubbornly high. But that's okay. All right. Okay, ghettos are about to emerge. That's not exactly ideal. Education has actually come down. We wanted that to come down. Unemployment is up in a major way. GDP has bottomed out, which is fine. New major party donor. That's also okay. Popularity is starting to decrease a little bit. Now, I'm a little bit worried about the fact that there's going to be an election very, very soon, which has sort of got me worried. There was a ministerial resignation, but I mean, who really cares? I think I just want to change up press freedom, right? I think that's what I want to do. So, where is press freedom? We also need to continue to torpedo democracy, don't we? I have been sort of forgetting about that. I'm looking for press freedom in this area here. Okay, so we want to change this all the way down to as low as possible. Yeah, so we just want to basically ban the press. What's the threat assessment looking like? It's still looking very, very meager. Very, very meager. Do I need to hire anyone here? I don't think I need to hire anyone here. Sure. Congratulations. Welcome to the team, my dude. All right. Oh, no. Whoa. Why did the emergency powers end? Why did emergency powers end? Hyperinflation has actually decreased irritatingly. Why did emergency powers end? I still have hyperinflation, therefore I should still theoretically have emergency powers, right? Oh, that's irritating. Okay, teacher shortage, education is down, which is great. Parents are starting to dislike me. Look at that. By manipulating the freedom of the press, I've actually managed to get everyone to like me. Now, this is a good thing. Sending the troops... that was probably a bad decision, actually. By getting everyone to like me, then I have allowed myself to survive until the end of the next election, which is great, because that's all we need to do. You know, we're basically getting back in everyone's good books, as you can see here. It's very, very nice. Everyone likes me a lot more because I've just restricted press freedom. So what, we're 5 turns away from the election. Yep, we're not really in with a chance of assassination quite yet, although I think that we will be quite soon. Now, I worry about the fact that I've turned down press freedom, so therefore my security effectiveness is not going to be quite as high as it could be. So we can certainly look to mess around with that after the election. How do I decrease equality? I have no idea how to decrease equality when we've got every single turn on real estate bubble, homelessness. No, I mean, punitive wealth tax. Again, I don't want to accidentally increase equality. Terrible thing to accidentally increase equality. Cluster bomb ban. Nope. Education is continuing to fall since that teacher's strike was implemented. Honestly, that's a good thing, because that means that human development is going to decrease just a little bit. And that is, in turn, I think, going to bring down the egalitarian society. If that could survive until the next turn, then that would be fine. But after that, we're going to pop press freedom right back up, because we want everyone to start to dislike us. Okay, campaign speeches are available. Manifesto commitments. Cut inflation by 50%. Why the heck would I want to do that? Oh, look. The Communist Alliance, the opposition party, is starting to get a little bit of traction. That is good. That is absolutely what we want to see. Bail out the company. Help the company. Sure. Let's do that. Okay, what are we? 3 turns away. 3 turns away. Threat assessment is still insanely disappointing. But we now know the way that we go about fixing this. We go about fixing this, and we go about decreasing our popularity by reducing press freedom. It's that simple. Okay, poverty is increasing a lot. Education is decreasing a lot. Unemployment probably also increasing a little bit. Yep, diplomatic immunity. All right, so we got more patriots, but the patriots are irritated due to that event. That's completely fine. We have to choose a new cabinet minister. Congratulations. I'm sure you won't be around for long. If you're a capitalist sympathizer, you probably won't be best impressed with my actions, but that's okay. Don't even worry about it. Hey, egalitarian society has actually ended, which is great. One of your cabinet ministers needs to talk. I am not going to give a hoot about what you say. Okay, so everyone's opinion of me will decrease, and the reason that it's going to decrease is because the egalitarian society has literally just ended. So that's good to look forward to. Right. Torture. Deport. Fine. Patriot opinion of me is still riding pretty darn high, but again, don't think it really matters as long as I just try my very best to upset everybody. I'm not going to make any manifesto commitments, mostly because I just don't care. I can do some media stunts though, I guess, right? Oh, that was an 81% chance to be good. Again, that was another 80% chance to be good. Okay, come on. Oh, it was a disaster. It was a disaster. All right. Well, we've done all the media stunts that we possibly can. Threat assessment it's increasing, but it's really difficult to increase it. Okay, the Communist Alliance, we've actually given the Communist Alliance a little bit of false hope here. I mean, look, they were never going to do very much at all, to be honest, but that's okay. Breakdown of the votes. Liberals really dislike me. Retired people really dislike me as well. Democracy has decreased by 100%. Wowzers. Okay, you love to see it. We're not going to go for a reshuffle. Fake news is just about to develop. We're still running a massive, monstrous surplus. We need to now try and upset everyone as much as we possibly can. So that means that we're going to increase press freedoms to the max. Actually, it doesn't even necessarily need to be to the max. We just increase it to the point where people basically don't like me anymore. Yeah. That's what we do. And then we look at everyone and see what else we can do to irritate them. Yeah, the private space industry, we need to end this. We need to end this, and we need to end this pretty fast. Science funding, we've already turned down science funding as much as possible. What else? Technology. Can I introduce like a... Oh, maybe actually just changing intellectual property will make a difference. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Let's do that. That seems like a reasonably rational thing to do. Prevent drilling, irritate the capitalists, appease the environmentalists. It's okay. There's like no environmentalists anyway. Threat assessment is good. True patriots, we're on the up and up. Let's try and irritate our population as much as we possibly can. Weirdly, we've got emergency powers that are back. because hyperinflation looks to have climbed back up again. Don't actually understand how this has become a thing. Is it because our stability has started to decrease? Probably. I should point out, by the way, that everyone has excellent health. We have no crime. And we have a pretty high level of education, but that's decreasing. It's like a really, really, really weird event. Education, yeah, we've already identified as decreasing. Poverty is increasing, but crime, no, not a smidgeroony of crime around. Ministerial resignation, which is grand. Everyone hates me. So that should make the threat assessment go crazy. And indeed, it actually does. Indeed, it actually does. I do want more press freedom for the sake of... protection. Okay, let's actually bump that up just to make sure that the security effectiveness is, like, at absolute max. Patriots. Yeah, what else can we do to try and upset Patriots? National service. I think maybe we just turn this... Maybe we just cancel national service next turn. Yeah, I think we'll just cancel national service next turn. I do wish that I could... just be a single ruler. I don't really necessarily need a cabinet at all. Fake news is developed. I don't think that matters even slightly for what I need. National service, we're going to absolutely ditch this. Right? Costs me a mere 7 billion, but that's okay. We've got 20 trillion in reserves. Have I maxed out my reserves? Is it not possible for me to get any more in reserves? Is it literally not possible for me to get any more in reserves? Wow. Appoint UN ambassador? Okay, I'll appoint the one that the Patriots dislike, because I want to try and irritate the Patriots. Because when I irritate the Patriots, I'm irritating absolutely everyone, because they're 100% of the population, right? If we look at the happiness distribution, you can see that there are a lot of people that are fanatically opposed, which is really, really good. So we want to keep the membership of the Patriots, like, positive, but we want to see if we can try and decrease their opinion of me as much as we possibly can. Because I think that's the way that we win. I say win. Winning for me would constitute assassination. I haven't come close to being assassinated yet at all. And so being able to actually see it happening would be really, really cool. Okay, so flags on every street corner. Let's cancel that. Yep, let's immediately cancel that. Anything else that appeases Patriots, we will reduce as much as we possibly can. Compulsory language classes, it's already a thing. Strength of positivity. Detention without trial. Import tariffs. Wait, Patriots like this. Okay, you know what? Cancel the policy. I still think Patriots are our best bet to trying to get assassinated. Speed limits, no change. Fine. All right. Come on, give me the notification that we're at risk of being assassinated. Airstrike? Claims of stockpiling weapons of mass destruction have been used as justification to bomb military targets in our country. This foreign military's coalition air campaign will reduce our military capabilities and further damage foreign relations. Okay, first of all, that's insane to even consider occurring. But second of all, this is really, really good for us. Like, this is absolutely exceptional, as it so happens. It's also very, very, very interesting as an event. I like it a lot. I mean, we didn't have any GDP to get rid of, and we're still an absolute financial juggernaut. Turns out, by the way, that even though the line has reached the maximum level, we still have a AAA credit rating, because of course we do. But also, there is no limit, apparently, to the amount of reserves that you can stockpile, which is very, very cool indeed. Okay, threat assessment. That's still not increasing as much as I would like. Membership, it's starting to decrease because I got rid of flags on every street corner. Yeah. Private space industry, is this not ending? This should definitely be ending. When private space industry ends, I think we're in luck. Patriotic plot, yes! Yes, this is it. This is it. Thanks for the advice. Private space industry has ended. Brilliant. That's really, really good. So there's definitely a lot of activity, and the Patriots are definitely the ones that are carrying it out. Membership is starting to wane a little bit. Starting to wane just a little bit. Yeah, look at this. It's definitely orange. It's definitely orange. It doesn't show as orange here. It probably should show as orange here, but there is definitely a risk. There is definitely a risk. Foreign investment restrictions. Do we want to uncap foreign investment restrictions? Let's do it. Let's let foreign money back into the country. Border controls. We've already scaled that back about as much as we can probably expect. Rare earth metal mining. Patriots like rare earth metal mining. Let's cancel that then. Absolutely. Anything that appeases patriots. Foreign aid. Okay, let's fund foreign aid. I feel like I'm going around in circles here. But I really feel like we're getting there. Okay, prevent construction of the nuclear power station. Not like it particularly matters at all. Another patriotic plot. Wonderful. We do not believe that they are currently planning in such an attack. But these are dangerous people and we need to keep them on close watch. Surgical strikes. Do not engage. Again, upset the patriots. Upset the patriots as much as we possibly can. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this meager opinion of me. Look at this meager opinion of me. Happiness distribution. There are now a lot of people that are fanatically opposed to me. My popularity for the first time in a while looks like it's headed below 50%. I still cannot believe that nobody is bothered about the fact that I have literally implemented every single tax in the game, just about to the max. I can implement more taxes. I can scale up taxes. I mean, we are pretty much to the max on everything. Charity tax relief, scale that down. Not like it matters. Nobody's got any spare change to give to charity because I've taken it all. That's right, I've taken it all. Oh yeah, this is a beautiful policy. This is a beautiful policy to reduce equality. Okay, Women's March, liberalism membership increase, patriotic plot, that's fine. Yeah, okay, so not plastic bag tax. I think it was sales tax. Yeah, let's implement sales tax, or as much as we possibly can. Nice. Okay, so everyone is hopefully going to be upset by this. Okay, patriots now absolutely despise me. They're fanatically opposed. Their happiness distribution is looking good. Defenders of the flag has been maxed out in terms of membership. Very, very good. But now we're looking to try and convert those people to actively despise me. That's what I'm after, but I just don't know. I don't know what else we can do. I don't know what else we can do. I don't know what else we can really do to... I don't know what else we can really introduce or tweak to try and upset them. Import tariffs, patriots like... No. There's not much. There's absolutely not much. Like, we're very, very close. Very, very, very close to just not having anything to do. Public religious broadcasts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, patriots don't like any of this stuff. Patriots don't like any of this stuff, or they just don't care about any of this stuff, to be honest. I guess we just got to play with what we've got on the board, so to speak. Game hunting restrictions doesn't impact anything enough. Doesn't impact anything enough at all. Yeah, again, that doesn't make any difference. That doesn't make any difference to anything either. But whatever, I guess. What I worry about is that patriotic membership is going to decrease because I got rid of this flags on every street corner thing. Yeah. That is a bit of a worry. Body cameras doesn't necessarily need to be implemented. How do I increase corruption? I feel like I want corruption. Anti-corruption agency? Yeah, okay, let's see if we can try and increase corruption. I don't actually know what that's going to do. Okay, another patriotic plot. We do not believe that they're currently planning an attack, but that's fine. Okay, homelessness is going to become an issue. Am I really that bothered about it? No, not at all. Not at all. What did I say that I was going to try and do? I was going to see if I could try and increase corruption. Wealthy people dislike corruption. Wealthy people would learn to like me, apparently. Body cameras don't actually factor into the... Yeah, they don't actually factor into the security effectiveness... The security effectiveness briefing thing, so... I'm gonna cancel this. Sure. Cancel body cameras as well, if at all possible. I'm gonna have to wait until next turn to do that. Allow agencies to operate, sure. It was a bad choice either way. Ghettos has ended. Failed assassination attempt? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, so one single failed assassination attempt is a step in the right direction for sure. Proves that we're doing something right. The death penalty, is that... That also doesn't factor into the security effectiveness. I could cancel the policy, and that would really, really, really irritate the Patriots. I think, to be honest, I have to actually do that. I have to do that in order to try and get assassinated. All right, there's a food shortage. International aid is flooding into the country after an acute food shortage has left our citizens starving. All right, another patriotic plot is on the rise. That's fine. Poverty has actually decreased, presumably because of the food shortages. Lonely at the top. To lose one minister would seem unfortunate. To lose this many in a single career would seem to be worthy of astonishment. Pity, surprise, and probably an in-game achievement of some sort. Correct. Correct. There is an in-game achievement of some sort for me. Wonderful. Thank you very much, video game. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, what else can we really do? What else can we really do? I mean, I'm trying here. Flags. Okay, I need to reintroduce flags on every street corner. It sounds kind of crazy to say, but I need to increase Patriot membership. I need to increase Patriot membership because it's becoming a bit of a problem. Yeah, okay, so the more foreign aid that we receive, apparently that's increasing dramatically. Because our GDP is so low and our poverty is so high. Helicopter money. Can we just cancel this policy now, actually? Yeah, we probably can. Cancel this policy. That's cool. Yeah, so we still, crazily enough, have a high productivity situation. Not entirely sure why that's the case, but okay, I guess. Fake news has ended. Homelessness is going to develop. It's definitely going to start next turn. Again, pretty good. Patriotic plot. I am still running an absolutely monstrous surplus, but that's fine. The Patriots seem to like me again. That's a bit worrying. Death penalty needs to be cancelled. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Okay, I don't have evict the squatters. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay. Homelessness has developed. Emergency powers has ended. That's really, really irritating. In fact, the reason that that's really, really irritating is that I was about to abolish the death penalty. I mean, I can still scale it back to nothingness, but the Patriots still dislike me. The true Patriots. There's a lot of membership. There's a lot of membership of that group. But they still like me too much. Safeguard oil supplies. Yeah, death penalty. I guess we just need to scale it back, and then we just need to try and cancel it whenever we can. Food crisis. Yep, wonderful. Patriotic plot. Another patriotic plot. No, I get it. I understand. It's difficult living in a police state and trying to get assassinated. I've got to be honest. Popularity-wise, it's wavering. It's wavering. Everyone likes me, but nobody likes me that much, which is kind of good, even though we got the carbon tax and massive curfews in place. Patriotic assassination makes people like me. I mean, that's fine. I would like emergency powers, please. Oh, man, I accidentally ended hyperinflation. I completely forgot about that, actually. And extreme nationalism has also ended. I mean, that's because membership of the Patriot group has decreased like so much over the last couple of turns. Racial tension has gone down a lot. And that's a problem, actually, because Patriots were the primary way that I was hoping to try and get assassinated. Liberals hate me. Middle-income people hate me. Motorists hate me. Poor people hate me. Trade unionists hate me. Wealthy people hate me. Conservatives love me. I don't know where everyone's going. I don't know where everyone's going. Religious people really, really hate me. Their membership makes up 58% of the population. Compulsory church attendance. I should probably cancel that. Actually, no, I shouldn't cancel that because that increases membership of the religious group. Goodness gracious, video game. I just wanted to be assassinated. Is that so hard to ask? Is that so hard to ask? Failed assassination attempt. GDP spikes. That's worrying. Corporate exodus has ended. How on earth has the corporate exodus ended? How has this happened? How has this happened? I simply don't believe it. I simply do not believe it. Okay, quantitative easing. We got to implement, like, to the max again. And helicopter money we also have to implement to the max again. I need my inflation. I need my hyperinflation back. I need my emergency powers. There's no downside to them, right? There's now a religious plot. Excellent. Okay, so we've got two people plotting against us. A doctor's strike is about to emerge. That's fine. Patriots like me a little bit more, unfortunately. Membership of threatening groups. Okay, there are like 3 groups which really, really hate me. Which honestly is great. Popularity has been restored, irritatingly. Toll roads. Cancel toll roads. I don't want the capitalists to get on side again. No siree. I want to make sure that they dislike me as much as possible. Tax shelters. Honestly, tax shelters are probably a good thing to decrease socialist opinion and decrease equality. I'm really trying. I'm really trying to wreck my economy now, and it's very, very difficult. The budget surplus has never been this large. It really hasn't been. Over 2 trillion. Over 2 trillion in surplus a quarter. Over 2 trillion a surplus per quarter. Keep planning restrictions. That's right. Homelessness is going to become exacerbated, but that's fine. Technological advantage has ended. It's only just now ended. A patriotic plot is still ongoing. GDP. How is GDP this high? How is GDP this high? It's because, of course, of my disastrous opinion to implement helicopter money and quantitative easing again. Technology backwater is going to develop soon because of secularity of education. Let's see if we can try and increase religious membership, shall we? Actually, let's not do that, because if I increase religious membership, then it'll increase religious happiness, and that's not what I want to do. I want to upset everyone. What about gambling? Can we max out gambling? We've already maxed out gambling. Max out... Yeah, we've already maxed out legalized sex work. That's fine. All throughout this, we still have a high level of productivity, which is great, I guess. It's fine. Factory farming law, leave unchanged. Video game, all I wanted to do was be assassinated. Miners killed, socialists don't like that. Okay, interesting. Religious plot has been spotted. Technology backwater, that's going to be minus GDP. Gig economy is going to develop. I mean, that's not necessarily a negative thing. Where is my helicopter money inflation? There we go. Hyperinflation is going to be coming back online in just a second. How did we end? There we go. Beautiful. Another religious plot. There's a plot every single turn. Corporate exodus is going to start now. Great. So we want to maintain corporate exodus. We want to maintain corporate exodus and brain drain and tax evasion and whatnot so that we can... Oh, look at this. Look at this. What a turn. What a turn, eh? Okay, so you want to ban foreign church services. Increase religious opinion. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. Ministerial resignation. Fine. I mean, it seems like everyone's got an issue. To be honest, I put whoever's in the first position, I stick them into the role. A food crisis is about to develop. Another good thing. Demand from somebody here. Refuse demand. Donor will abandon. Don't even care. Okay, so GDP has returned right back down to 0, which is great. Popularity is weirdly high. I really do not understand why it's so high. I really do not. Okay. I want to cancel this. I need, like, a little bit more political capital in order to do that. Okay. Illegal immigration outcry, liberalism, and conservative opinion decreased. You want me to implement toll roads? That's not happening. Homelessness is going to develop in a couple of turns. Ethnic plot, okay. There are a lot of people plotting against me, which is exactly where we want to be. Irritatingly, there was a period of economic growth, which I think fooled people into thinking that I was a good leader. But thankfully, I've brought the country back to its knees, and people can be under no illusion that I'm a good leader. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, we still do not have enough political capital because we've reached our cap. We're probably not going to reach that point at all. Why do people like me so much? Why do people like me so much? I just don't understand. I don't understand. It blows my mind. Failed assassination attempt. Okay, what is that? The 4th assassination attempt? The 5th assassination attempt? We're flipping trying here. National team has been banned again. Is that 2 World Cups in a row? I think that's 2 World Cups in a row. Ethnic plot campaign speeches are available. I mean, we're still, like, shockingly popular. Even if I'm just trying to get through this. Extreme nationalism, that's fine. Ethnic plot, that's also fine. It's good, in fact. Hire you, congratulations. Extreme nationalism, ethnic plot is still a thing. Positive discrimination, reject. Appease only the conservatives. Ghettos will become a thing in a couple of turns, which is nice. I mean, it's not, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. Membership of the conservative group is probably the problem, actually. Like, it's just too happy. The conservative group is just too happy because all of my policies that I've introduced appease conservatives. Our gated communities are not a thing that we need to worry about. I think, to be honest, we maybe see if we can try and bring the conservatives down a peg. Yeah. See if that makes a difference. Ah, we had 54 political capital. We could have canned income tax. Okay. I don't really want to upset anyone the turn before the election. Start the count. Okay, the Communist Alliance actually, picks up, which is great. A couple of non-voters. It's going to be a much reduced majority. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's still good and all that. New party donor. That's great. I mean, I'm really trying whatever I can do to try and bring down. I'm trying what I can do. Let's see if we can maybe upset. Maybe see if we can upset some conservatives without getting rid of our security. Without getting rid of our security bonus. Married tax allowance. Yeah, that can go. What else? What else? I should point out, by the way, that we won the election. It wasn't a challenge. It was a little bit dicey. It was a little dicey at points, but that's okay. Another failed assassination attempt. All right. Okay, that's great. Hey, we got another achievement. Bulletproof Politics. Are you quite sure you aren't some superhero in disguise? Or is that bulletproof underwear we hear so much about? Either way, it's astonishing how many times an assassin's bullet has failed to achieve its objective. It truly is astounding. And frankly, I really wish that it would have been accomplished by now. I sure as heck am trying. I really am. Death penalty. Okay, cancel the death penalty. Yep, that's going to upset patriots, and it's going to upset conservatives as well. Ban divorce. Yeah, we can get rid of divorce. Honestly, what a change. What a change this country's undergone. Like, from capitalist utopia to capitalist hell, from capitalist utopia to capitalist hell, from religious hell to patriotic hell. I mean, the whole thing is just bonkers. All right. So I'm just canceling a couple of policies that capitalists seem to like. Sorry, not capitalists. Conservatives seem to like. Private prisons. Private prisons, I don't think, are a thing. Private prisons are not a thing. I think I scale it back. Yeah, scale it back. I don't think private prisons... Yeah, private prisons are not important according to security effectiveness. All right, religious plot. Wonderful. How many trillions of reserves do we have? 59 trillion in reserves. As you do. As you do. Okay, so bringing capitalist happiness down, bringing conservative happiness down is making a big old difference. Get rid of the welfare fraud departments. What else? Prison regime. Does the prison regime actually matter? I don't think it does, you know? I don't think it does. Let's bring that to the center. Yeah, the prison regime does not matter. Whistleblower, prosecute the whistleblower. Okay. There's still plots ongoing, but I mean, like, there is no way. There is no way to trigger. There is no way to trigger anything. The national team has won at the World Cup. Wow. Okay, so the last 2 World Cups we were banned from, and then this World Cup we've absolutely dominated, and we've won. Okay, well, that's excellent. Okay, threat assessment is still telling me that we are very, very unpopular, but people are not managing to assassinate us, which is a bit of a problem. I'm really just very, very keen to have somebody try. Is it even possible? Is it even possible to be assassinated with full security, with a full security detail? I don't actually think that it is, to be honest. Another plot. I really do not think that it is. I think that we might just be doing this in perpetuity, which, I mean, obviously cannot happen because, you know, the show must end at some point. Every single turn I'm getting notice of a plot. I mean, everyone despises me. Angels of Heavenly Justice, Traditional Values Regiment, True Patriots, Multicultural Warriors, Provincial Defense Brigade. I mean, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that despise me. My popularity is at 0, or is heading towards that direction anyway. Cult of Personality. Take a moment to go look up the definition of personality, and you will find it a picture of you. Strong as a leader, compassionate, and viewed as trustworthy. The people's admiration for you is absolute. I wouldn't describe their admiration for me absolute, to be honest. It's weird. It's weird how that's worked out, but if we have a little look at perceptions, you can see, I think it's probably above like 30% perception for everything that I need in order to get this achievement. I had a little look at it, actually. Oh, disastrous. Disastrous public appearance. Abandon ship. But I mean, either way, I turn down offer? Sure. I don't know why. There's another failed assassination attempt. A teacher shortage is going to develop? I mean, what the heck? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. Political relationship downgraded? I mean, there was an airstrike that was conducted on me earlier in the run. I really don't know what more I can do. I really do not know what more that I can do to try and actually get assassinated here. I am really, really trying. Yeah, I'm really, really trying. I think that I might end up getting just voted out at the end of this term, which I guess I'm continuing until. So we're just going to continue to click through. Another failed assassination attempt. Okay, wonderful. That's really, really good. Another national team has won the World Cup. It can't be my national team because they just won the World Cup like half a term ago. Am I really serving for that long a time that I can win a World Cup every year? I really have no idea. How's the threat assessment looking? The threat assessment is looking pretty diabolical, actually. Well, I say diabolical. There are 1 million members of the Campaign for Family Values pressure group. Fair enough, I guess. Okay, well, you know what? We've got this far. We might as well just follow it in for another 5 turns or whatever to watch me miserably get voted out. I could scale back some of my policies. I did think about doing that in order to maybe try and get assassinated a little bit more, but I'm really trying to get assassinated with the full scale. Another failed assassination attempt. What's business confidence at? Oh, business confidence has been at 0 for like a long time. That makes sense. I mean, look, I've really tried. I've really, really, really tried to get assassinated. I hope that you will see that. I hope that you will see that I have done my very, very best. I've tanked GDP. I've increased poverty. I've increased unemployment. I've done everything that I possibly can do. But now, well, to be honest, I've increased the executive term limit. I've increased the number of terms that I can serve. I am super unbelievably unpopular, almost to the point of embarrassment. Electioneering, can I make some pledges? It's not even worth making any pledges. Sure, you know what? Make a whole bunch of pledges. Let's make it spicy. Let's make it spicy. I'll give a campaign speech. There's not much point, I must say. Appease the socialists, appease the capitalists, appease the retired people. The fact that I have continued year after year, month after month, week after week, day after day, trying my best to stay in power. It's not going to come to much, is it? It's not going to come to much at all. The Potato Justice Party is crumbling. Only 1.9 million members. The Communist Alliance Party is looking monstrously big. I still have not managed to get assassinated, but there you go. I suspect that maybe if I had the firepower, I could remain in power for an unlimited amount of time, but unfortunately that's not something that you can actually do. It's called democracy. You have to fight an election. As such, I'm going to be handing the reins over to the Communist Alliance. I hope that they can sort the country out. Not like you really need to sort the country out. It's actually financially in a pretty darn good place at this moment in time. Honestly, Blumenek, it was really, really difficult to do that badly. It was really, really, really difficult to do that badly. I mean, look, the game needs some serious balance changes. This is kind of crazy. Yeah, really, really bonkers. I mean, how difficult is it to get assassinated? Almost impossible by my reckoning. Which is kind of like, what's the point of even trying to appease everyone if you know that the risk of not appeasing everyone is not getting assassinated? I don't know. It's weird. Either way, we're gonna try the Amish farmer playthrough next time. See if we can try and get some more achievements there. But for now, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching this series of Democracy 4. Why don't you check out another series, if indeed you're interested in some of the other stuff that I do. Thanks as ever to the fantastic Patreon supporters. Thanks as ever to Banana Nana and C Senpai for being the two $25+ plus tier patrons. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.